Greetings and welcome to this week's magical message. I pray you all have had a wonderful weekend so far. I hope your last week was a really good one. I didn't do a reading last week. My schedule was just really busy, so the week just kind of got away from me. I was celebrating my birthday, and you know how things go sometimes during birthday celebrations, and then catched up with work and everything. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of get an update with what things are coming, kind of, what things we can expect to be going on this coming week. And so we're going to start with the overview. But before we get started with that, make sure that you all hit the like button, subscribe. And I thank you for being present. I thank you for listening and sharing your feedback, whatever it is that really resonates with you, and however it is that these messages help you to move forward. I'm grateful to be able to give that guidance. So let's go ahead and start with our overview. We have the 9 of coins, we have Pa, we have the 6 of baskets, the 3 of baskets, Father Sims, and the 8 of sticks. And don't mind my cards that are, a little broken up. I have a 2-year-old and she loves cards. So, comes with the territory. So, with the 9 of coins, it feels like, with the 9 of coins and the pot, there is a gift that's coming. It feels like, somebody's going to be gifting you something. This definitely feels like it is something of monetary value, whether it's literally money or something of like some kind of material goods. But it feels like, there is a gift coming, something that is being given to you. And it may not even be, like something that you would outright think of as something that you've earned. Right now, you have earned it spiritually, energetically, but this doesn't feel like this is coming in for or from your hard work necessarily. This is a gift that's coming from the universe. It's from your ancestors, from your spirit guides, from your family, your community, perhaps even friends are coming in to gift you with this because they see how hard you've been working and they want to give you something. So again, it's not that it's completely separate from the efforts and the energy that you put forward, but this is not coming because you went and worked a really hard day at work and your boss at the end of the day gave you this gift, right? This is something coming from someone wanting to give love and care. And then you have the 6 of baskets. In this particular deck, he talks about not having this particular thing she wants, so he gives her this over here. And looking at this, the 6 of baskets is like the 6 of hearts, right? So there is a give and take that's happening on an emotional level, on a relationship level. And so it feels like, whoever this person is close to you. Whoever this person is really... and maybe that relationship or maybe that bond is going to be growing stronger. Maybe because they have opened themselves up to be generous with you. And so it kind of opens up the way for you all to communicate and have, more connection. Right. And I feel like, this is unexpected. I feel like you're not expecting whatever this is coming. And maybe you were expecting it to be one thing, right? Maybe, there could be some kind of communication that's coming from someone that you're not expecting it to be. And maybe when they show up, they're wanting to reconnect or, maybe they're wanting to meet up. There could be this thing that's like, you're not sure what to expect, what will come from that. But it's a really good thing, whatever it is. If it's someone that maybe you fell out with, maybe it's someone that you distance yourself from, there's an energy here that's coming back around, but it's coming around with a different energy, with new energy, blessing you with things that maybe you hadn't even thought to ask for, but they help you on your path. They help you to open up some doors and walk through, in really powerful ways, really reassured ways. I feel like this is a really powerful backing, whatever this is, whatever this connection is. And then we have the 3 of baskets. So this is coming once again from your community. It's coming from those who love you, who care about you, both in the spirit and on the physical level. And it's bridging some gaps and bonds that you've had. It feels like, especially when it comes to spirits and those who are closest to you, it helps to bridge this gap and bring the community together. And then you have Father Sims and the Eight of Sticks. And so Father Sims is the Temperance card. He talks about bringing in balance, restoration and restoring what had once been barren, right? Bringing life back into the space. And the Eight of Sticks moves very quickly. And the Eight of Sticks has been through some things, right? The Eight of Sticks has experienced things that have caused them to become very resilient, to become very self-empowered, to recognize their own strength, their own ability. And so with this energy moving really, really quickly this week, there are a lot of things that are going to be changing, right? Almost like you would expect there to be a tower card in there as well. But there are a lot of things that are changing, a lot of significant and really good, very powerful changes. This week, the reading is really, really good from what I'm looking at. It looks really positive. It looks very reassuring. It looks very eye-opening. And there are going to be opportunities that come to you because of the energies flowing this week. Very, very, very abundant week, okay? But yeah, so you'll probably be making some new connections. You'll probably be making some connections that allow you to walk through some doors you haven't been able to get through yet. And I feel like some of these doors you've been trying to. So some of these breakthroughs that are coming are things that you have been working towards for a long time. But the Six of Baskets could mean that they're coming in a way that you didn't expect. They're coming in a way that, maybe you didn't necessarily plan for. Right? Because you're having this energy, whether this is a person or an experience, but you're having these energies come in and they're like, hey, we want to bless you. We want to give this to you. We want you to have these open doors and these opportunities. And you may have felt like it was supposed to come because of the hard work that you were putting in, instead of things just coming to you with ease and with unexpected ways. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay, so now we're going to start with the beginning of the week, and we have the 10 of Coins, Miss Robinson, and the 8 of Coins. So just off rip, I immediately got that there was going to be some get back with work. So you all may have had some conflict with work. There may have been some things going on that weren't okay. Maybe people were taking advantage of you. Maybe people were lying on you. Maybe people were misusing, mistreating, abusing their power or their relationship to you or with you. Maybe they were even trying to get ahead. I feel like there's an energy, like almost like a menacing kind of needling energy that's like maybe someone doing some like underhanded stuff, trying to get ahead, or nitpick kind of thing, trying to like delay something or slow things down for you so that they could get ahead. But all that's being cleared up. Miss Robinson does not play those games at all. Right? And she's the devil card, but in this particular deck, she talks about going through experiences similar to that with a woman and her husband, and basically getting to a point where she was like, either you're going to stop or I'm going to stop you. And the woman's husband ended up, or actually I think it was her son, but her son ended up dying, right? And the woman showed up, Miss Robinson showed up across the street from the funeral, just kind of watching and seeing how things played out, right? And so there is some get back here. There's some karma that's old and it's been paid, right? Now this 10 of Coins, it actually fell after Miss Robinson, but it wanted to sit on the other side. So again, this is around your finances and your wealth. And so expect for those things to be coming to you, for them to be coming back to you. These are things that are old, and it feels like your ancestors, could be grandparents, just people that love you who have been watching these things go down, and they're not happy about the kind of treatment. They're not happy about the slyness. This experience that you've had could have been, and it even feels like it was meant to be something more, but you have these little energies, energies, spirits, people, whatever, that want to get into the midst of a good thing sometimes. And so it can alter some things, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it just means it's a bad experience. It just means that maybe some of the lessons that you learned were some additional lessons on top of having, right, this experience being put back in order so that you can experience and receive what it is you were meant to. So expect for things to turn around this week in some really major ways, especially in the beginning of the week when we're talking about work and any conflicts that you've been having at work. I feel like things are going to be coming out in the open. Things are going to be being revealed. You're going to be able to see things that maybe have been hidden. And some of these things may not be widely broadcasted, but you're going to see them. You're going to understand where they came from and why they're happening. As you witness these people receiving the karma that they're due. Okay. But this is a money-making energy. This is a money-receiving, money-manifesting energy. So you're going to be getting your money together. You're going to be having that bag together. Do not worry about that. Things are balancing themselves out. Just make sure that as you continue to win, you hold your head high and you stand in integrity. You continue to move forward and hold your ground, and you don't back down. Remember that this week you are magnifying your own wealth. You're being recognized. You are being seen. And for some of you, this may be the first time ever, or maybe the first time in a long time that you've been seen and recognized in this particular way. But the universe is here to support you. Your ancestors are here to support you. And those in the physical that see you and understand, that know, are here to support you. Okay. Now, when we get into the middle of the week, we have the Mother of Baskets, the Two of Knives, and the Four of Sticks. So there's an invitation, a contract, an agreement coming together that is going to bring stability. That's going to bring the things into your life that you're desiring, the things that will help you to really grow and be prosperous. So wonderful, right? This whole week so far is really good. And just, I really don't feel a whole lot of nervous energy or anything like that. The one thing I do feel is, and I should say, I don't feel nervous energy around anything that really is. I feel like sometimes when things start to happen and they're really good, sometimes we can have some nervousness come up like, okay, this is really, really good. What's the catch, right? Is this too good to be true? Is this really meant to happen? Is this something that's really going to be what I want it to be? And the answer is yes. This is what you have been working so hard for, right? And you've put in a lot of work, but you are receiving so much more, not just because of the work that you've put in, but because of who you are. And so it goes back to talking about, you receiving some unexpected blessings this week or not necessarily coming from a hard day work, at work, but because of who you are, because you're seen, because people see you, they feel you, they understand, and maybe some of these people have witnessed everything that you've experienced, but you are getting everything that is due to you because of who you've been. You've held your integrity. You have remained pure of heart. You have stood your ground in the face of whatever has come to you as conflict, right? You have really mastered the space. And so when you master the space, you have the ability to bring in things beyond what you could have done for yourself, for your loved ones alone. Okay, so this is a beautiful blessing. It's a beautiful, beautiful blessing. And this week is going to be a really page turning, book changing, maybe even experience. So then we get into the end of the week. We have the Daughter of Baskets, the Ancestors, the Ace of Coins, and Gullah Jack. So this is good news. This is good news coming from your ancestors. This is good news coming that brings a transformation in your life. Ancestors, this is death card. But, death card very rarely actually means death, right? It talks about transformation, that huge transformation that comes from life to death or death to life, right? So you are coming into a brand new space. There is transformation happening all over the place, and your ancestors have your back through this entire experience. You have the Ace of Coins that follows that, and Gullah Jack. So these new finances, these new money, this new money, the new values that you're gaining. But I feel especially money is going to shift and change your perspective in ways that allow for you, your own mental space, your own energy to support this new life that's coming in. And it's almost like, some things bring about a perspective shift because they have to, right? You have to change your perspective. You have to get to the bottom of why you are thinking this particular way so that you can shift your thought into a different thing. And a lot of times those lessons will come with more challenging experiences experiences, right? That cause you to have to, in that moment, master, okay, this is going on, but this is where I'm choosing to be mentally, emotionally, energetically. This experience feels like you're gaining this different insight and perspective because of all of the goodness and things that are coming in. You're able to see more clearly the separation between what really is for you, the perspectives, the actions, the emotions, all the relationships, all of those things that are really for you. You're seeing them in a greater way separate from the things that are not. And so with this, you're going to have the responsibility of honoring the truth of what it is that you see, what it is that you know, following your heart, following your spirit, following your intuition, and not allowing outside forces to cause you to feel like you have to do something other than what you divinely truly know is meant for you to do. Follow your own word, trust your destiny with yourself. Because there's too many people out here willing to take your destiny because you are not confident enough in it to make decisions for yourself in your life that allow you to move forward. And maybe that was one of those more major lessons that you had to learn. Maybe you had to learn that you can't put your destiny in anybody else's hands, even though you can accept help, when it's coming from love, when it's coming from pure of heart, spirits or energies, people. You can accept those things, but those things do not dictate your destiny. Just like the more negative things or the undesired experiences that you have do not tell you what it is that your destiny is meant to be, who you're meant to be, what you're meant to do. You are like the artist to your own canvas, right? And maybe you have someone come in and add some color to it, but this is yours. So make sure that you're claiming it. Make sure that you're standing in honor of who you are and of the power and the divine life within you that you were blessed with. You have everything you need to bring your destiny about as you choose to. And if you don't like something, you always remember that you have the ability to shift that reality. I feel like, that was another lesson that was being learned with our collective or for our collective. It was something that you really had to get in a space of ownership of your own life so that you could see how not being an ownership of your own life, not claiming your own power, allowed for people experiences that tore you down, that vampired off of you, that they did all the different whatever things they did, right? They had the ability to do those things because you weren't standing in a space where you were claiming your life. You were waiting for things to happen versus choosing that those things, making the decision that those things are going to be the things that happen. And you're going to do all of the things that put you closer to that thing, right? Even if it means you're accepting help, you're not handing over the reins to someone else to tell you what is going to happen in your life. You're not accepting anyone else's explanation for your life, right? You're not allowing anyone else to tell you what you can or can't accomplish or can't do, or even where you are in life, because everybody is not meant to be in your inner circle, in your and all the breakdown of how your life has come to be what it is right now. There's no one else that knows that greater truth than you. You know how you got to this point. You know the work that you've put in. You know everything that's going on. And most times the people that don't see the efforts and the energy that you put forward, maybe they even feel like, you're not where you're supposed to be. You're not where you're meant to be because of X, Y, and Z. The truth is that you've been much closer or there all along, right? But because you were busy listening to someone that never had the eyes to see what it is that you saw, they never have the heart to feel and experience what it is that you have felt and experienced. They were never going to confirm for you the progress that you've made in your own life. You have to do that, right? You have to know where it is that you came from, where it is that you are, and trust your steps, trust your spirit, trust who it is that you are at the end of the day. And even if you closed your eyes and walked forward, you would still get to your destination, not because of anything external, but because of who you are inside. You could do it with your eyes closed. right? Trust yourself just that much, because it is you that has helped you to get to where it is that you are. You've had help, but you wouldn't have gotten here without you, without pushing yourself, without believing in yourself, without having a dream or a desire that was big enough to cause you to overcome any challenges that you may have faced. So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out this reading for the week. I hope that this really resonates. I'm really excited to see how we experience these things as we move forward. And, like I always say, if you all have something you want to share, if you want to add something to the space, leave a comment. I love to hear your feedback. I love to, just kind of conversate with you and share how these energies are impacting your life personally. It's a really, really, really beautiful week, right? Really, really wonderful week. I'm excited to see what is coming. We all have some really amazing things coming up. And, after my birthday week, having the spread come out, I'm not mad at all. I am not mad at all. This is going to be an amazing week, an amazing time. So be in gratitude, stay in integrity, trust yourself, remain pure of heart. Do what it is that you've been doing. Don't stop. Don't get off that train. Keep going. You got this. Okay. Everything is working out for better good. It's all working out. And, one thing I just thought about when I looked at this 8 of Coins card, then we'll close off the reading for real. When I saw this 8 of Coins card, even if it's not conflict that you're currently having at work, it could be conflict that you're having if you were looking for work. Maybe you were needing a change of work, or maybe just mentally you're trying to decide what you want to do with your career, or maybe you're graduating, or maybe you're going to be finishing up school and you're trying to figure some things out, how those things are going to play out for you, how they need to play out for you. And so trust that things are going to be balancing themselves out, because as much as Miss Robinson is the devil card, she also brings a certain level of balance here, right? If you're in integrity, if you've been in integrity, there's a certain level of balance that is going to be played out regardless. So trust that, okay? Alrighty, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out this reading. Thank you all for being present. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your likes, your subscriptions. Thank you for sharing, right? I really appreciate all of the love, all of the supportive community, and the divine blessings that come just because of the energy that we have together. So thank you, and we will talk again next week. Bye.